we out here 5:40 in the morning, about to head to Chiang Mai railway station and catch the train to Bangkok, 13-hour train ride. So see you guys there. Here we have the train. arrived in Bangkok, man. After like 15-hour train ride. Definitely worth it though. Got to see a lot of the scenery and the views. The train ride was definitely worth it. If you're a budget traveler, it's definitely a cheaper alternative and option than taking a flight, because when I went to Chiang Mai from Bangkok, I flew there. It took only like an hour or something. And then when I came on the way back, I took the train ride, which was like supposed to be 13 hours something, but then like I said, we had 2 delays. But it ended up being like a 15-hour train ride, which was not too bad, to be honest, because as you guys saw, the seats were like 2 benches facing each other. And for the majority of the train ride, it was just me and one army dude sitting opposite of each other. So we each took like one side and we had enough leg room. But it became pretty cramped when 2 other passengers came into our row of benches, but they were only there for like an hour or 2 of the ride, maybe 3 hours of the ride. So it wasn't as bad as them being there the whole trip. I was able to like fall asleep and nod off for a little while, except it was just like so hot and humid. And then I had like my backpack, and then when the other guys came, it was a little bit hard to like knock out for a longer period of time. So that's why I would highly suggest probably getting the sleeper train as opposed to the morning train or the day train, because sitting down for 13 hours or 15 hours can get tiresome, can get a little bit boring. But I had my laptop, I had my books, I had my GoPro, so I was able to do some filming. You can also walk up and down the train carts, and the cool thing is that they have like in between the train carts, they have like the side doors open, so you kind of like hang on the side and look outside of the train in between the carts. The website you guys can use to book train rides from Bangkok to Chiang Mai or from Chiang Mai to Bangkok. This is what I was going to use, except they didn't have the trains for the very next day, which I wanted to use. So when I was in Chiang Mai, I just went to the train station in person, and I believe I paid around somewhere between 230 to 270 baht for the ticket. I think it was 270 baht. So as you guys see over here, and the train that I took was a morning train, and it arrived in Bangkok in the evening. If you guys are thinking about taking a train ride, I would highly suggest you guys take the overnight train. That way you guys can just sleep on the ride, and then you're just like awake for a certain part of it. We're leaving at 6 in the morning and then arriving around 8-9 p.m. is kind of late. The train ride was supposed to take 13 hours, but we had 2 delays along the way, so I ended up spending more than 15 hours on the train, which was kind of hectic, but it was definitely worth the experience for this one time. Taking overnight trains if the journey is that long again, because there's no proper air conditioning on the train. It was just like a ceiling fan that was going up and down, and that was like rotating. The weather was a little bit smoky outside, so the views weren't the best that they could be, but it was definitely worth the trip this time. And like I said, it was 15 hours. I got to see a lot of Thailand, and I'm definitely going to probably visit some of the cities that we passed through at some point. I just need to really plan it out what time of year I want to visit and when the weather is better and when the air quality is better. It is slightly better because the northern parts of Thailand are truly majestic. There's so much nature, greenery, and there's so much scenery and so many things to do and see. But I want to have the best experience possible, so I'll have to look into traveling to the northern Thailand and like Chiang Mai as well, and the other cities that I want to visit, like maybe the Isan region, when the air quality has gotten slightly better. I highly recommend you guys do travel by train if you're in Thailand or Southeast Asia or wherever you are in the world, because it's one of the best ways to see the countryside and see the current country you're in that you might not necessarily get the views from if you're flying.